compositions, but they haven't been able to play towards them. They haven't found success in playing towards them, but yet they deal another hand in this style of play, and we got to see if they can execute it on it.
Weekends are Mazel Madness weekends. I don't feel like I'm seeing enough madness.
Not enough madness. You gotta talk to the... There you go. There's the madness. Chocho flashes. They're trying to get the Winters by connection as well as the concussive blows. The rocket is enough, and Betty is gonna help get that first kill. And no, it's turned around after it all. Sorry, it's not Betty. It's a turnaround, and gold going into the pocket of Ultra Prime, and Betty, you're unfortunately left out to dry. Hacker taking a couple tower shots there, has to back away, but there's the Ultra Shock laser, and Crying coming in to alley-oop it.
Really nice. Sadly, though, Ultra Prime having some pretty good control wards, not giving Anyone's Legend full information. Forge does have TP, so Anyone's Legend at least need to be conscious of that. They do have pretty good ability.
Nice flash over the wall. They're going for everything. ZDZ is already dead. Chocho to follow him next. And they want more, but it's a little bit too overzealous. Huge pickups again by Ultra Prime as they go up to 5-0. Where Anyone's Legend has already started up the dragon. The fight is sure to ensue quickly. The mid tower is going to go down to that Rift Tower, and Ultra Prime feel confident to move in as they got the flank from ZS. The Cyclone in, and now they're trying to pick apart the fight, but it's already Hacker who's out, and Anyone's Legend are now the ones moving forward. Flash forward, ZS goes in with the Cyclone. There you go, but no, it's Forge trying to get back in on the Akali. Look at the amount of AoE coming through, though. Unbreakable shield from Chocho doing some work. ZS going back in, but beautifully using that strike to come through. And nobody's touching the dragon at this point. We're just all over the place. And Elk is doing Zeri things as we speak about it. Shousey gets baited by Elk, and now Elk might die too. Anyone's Legend trying to chase him down. You're getting TPs from Ultra Prime. This is continuing. This is exactly the LPL I've always dreamed of. ZS going in to clean him house. Elk on the side. There you go, but he can't hit it yet again. ZS chasing down Betty, who is left out to dry. And Ultra Prime raised their score streak to 8-2.
And everything looked so rough for them going in. They are going to be able to take the fight, though, turn this into a dragon, start making their way up towards these ones themselves. It is a bit sad we're not at the 20-minute yet mark, Mazel, because...
And if you're looking for a play like that, you've got to set it up here soon, because you know that Ultra Prime are putting themselves right in front of that dragon pit when they need to be there. There's the Realmore right in front of Anyone's Legend, and they're just going to take him out. The Ultra Shock laser gets out the kill, and that's a quick twofer for Ultra Prime as they move on to the inhib tower.
And Ultra Prime just going to be able to push this one through. No threat coming from the enemy side. You have a bit of a wave. I wonder if they're going to back off and look for the Baron. I think that would be... But hey, there is a Baron flip.
Yeah, finally you get your wish. Here comes the Realm Warp, though, as nice traps laid down by Betty. Saves EDZ's life, but not for long, as ZS will come in there. Cyclone on the back line, Cataclysm over top, and they are just shredding Ultra Prime here. We do not see anything traded back just yet, but Forge is trying his darndest. Has to get the perfect execution out, and that is another quick. This draft specifically, a lot of the core piece is still the same, at least in 3 of them, but it's about the early approach. It's about seeing a difference in Xiao Hao's pathing and where that aggression comes through. I don't want to wait till 11 minutes to see the Lee Sin get involved in something. I need to see that action kicking up early for anyone.
But Ultra Prime can collapse.
They are collapsing, though. Nice little headbutt pulverized. Crying over the wall to get away from Forge. And first blood's already picked up for Ultra Prime. No big deal, right? Ultra Prime right back to it from game number 1, forcing Chocho's flash over the wall.
Oh, ZS,
Oh my god, that health bar difference right there.
First, despite the fact that he was getting pushed in, so Forge would be able to rotate at the same
time.
Nice. Xiaoxi's going in.
Lane gank there. He's already here from Xiao Hao, but the Realm Warp is here now for some reinforcements for Ultra Prime. There's already been a trade. It's already 1 down on the side of Ultra Prime, and can Elk get followed up by Betty? There comes Forge. He gets him. The carry falls. Chocho takes a dredge line, but it's Anyone's Legend who's able to come out on top with 2 kills. Off the plate. Anyone's Legend come out with the neutral objective.
Ooh, ZDZ
Hacker's here too. He's trying to find help. He's like, guys, I need something. World Ender pop, but he's not making it out. And ZDZ's world has ended.
Great by Ultra Prime to find something on the back end of that play out from Nautilus. So not able to just go in as recklessly as they did last time around.
ZS going in here, has the damage on his ZDZ, and there's the rest of the team. Oh, that's unfortunate for anyone's legend. ZDZ clapped down, and that's just a quick play call again from Ultra Prime.
Anyone's legend, though, gonna try and answer with a mid lane
Oh,
turret. Brian's gonna be caught out.
Gets kicked back, Dredge line in. The CC chain is good, and there's the connection. Depth charge in. Forge is on the back of the line now. JoJo getting in some trouble, has to go golden. Betty, is he gonna be the 50-foot tall Betty we needed? Is he gonna be enough to turn this around? He's the only saving grace at this point. JoJo goes in, and Betty is excited, and that's what you love to see. Forge gets a double kill, and anyone's legend have turned it all around.
That was just terrific coming out from anyone's legend. They wait for the play, they set it up. Everything is just working in sync with one another. It's gonna set up for the kills to come out. They also pick up a Rift Herald. Heck, now Forge does have a lot of pressure in side lanes. They don't feel comfortable bringing anyone to burst him.
Chelsea? Okay, double knock up there. He's still pretty tanky, and they've already gotten JoJo out, but Betty is still untouched on the backline as well. Betty still firing these rockets. They have turned it onto Forge. It's looking good for Ultra Prime if they can steadily take this fight. ZDZ going in. He's trying to get the world inner resets there as well. As Xiao Hao is too deep. Betty, you are 50 feet tall and a Chad. There you go. Anyone's legend. Right back to it. A triple kill for Betty.
Betty just stepping up. Xiao Hao as well, finding a beautiful kick in that fight. ZDZ zoning off so many members.
Flash will come out for Chelsea as just looking for it. There's the Realm Warp. Again, they're calling the plays. Betty is the target. Will Betty go down? The Flag and Drag connect, and there you go. Crying gets the kill. Now they are still under tower, but JoJo is caught out. And just like that, Ultra Prime make it like anyone's legend is nothing. Like they have done nothing to have a lead here. And it's just so rough to have that turnaround like that. And the play calling for Ultra Prime shines yet again.
And that's what you want to see, right? Them punishing the fact that enemy AD carry doesn't have flash. They're instantly turning this onto the Baron. They want to look for a turn. Xiaoxi is on the flank.
He's on Xiao Hao. They go over on him. Xiao Hao's just dead. They have everything they need. And they turn back onto the Baron, Lyric.
Yeah, and they're just going to they're going to look to rinse and repeat, right? Wait for Xiaoxi's cooldowns to come back up. If ZDZ or Forge walk forward, find the engage. Everyone on the side of Ultra Prime able to follow in quite easily.
They're running here. You've got JoJo on his way. ZDZ and Forge are the only thing that stands in between them right now. JoJo finally making it. Mega Death Rocket, not enough. The Baron is going to be secured by Ultra Prime. They go back in, though, and they have found Hacker. Now Forge going for Elk, too, and Elk is caught out as well. Can they clean up the rest of Ultra Prime? There's another one. ZS is down, too, and oh my God. Anyone's legend, just like that, at a clap of the hands, is going to turn it all right back around. I feel like we're getting a little bit seasick here.
Yeah, for Ultra Prime, I get what they were doing, right? Even if you lose someone, you got...
They got TP here on the side.
Fight.
Yeah, they've got Dominus Pop. ZDZ already out of it now. ZS needs to be careful. Forge is looking really confident here. He's got the Shuriken flip. The Mega Death Rocket does not connect. Who is going to die first? It's so tight. There's the Ultra Shock Laser, but the re-engage from anyone's legend. Can they turn this around? Crying is dead. Betty, again, you are a monster. You fit the sci-fi cheese as anyone's legend pushed down this tier 2.
You can try and force out a TP from ZS.
So
best case scenario, Forge finds an angle onto Elk.
You have Forge coming from the mid lane. The Baron pulled off of anyone's legend playing the games here, but Xiaoxi gets engaged on TP, now committed from ZS, but is it going to be in time? Is his team just going to be dead before it can get there? You have Elk there on the side. You need to be careful of this ADC, but Betty has already killed Xiaoxi, and now they're getting excited. They're moving forward, and they're wiping the floor with Ultra Prime. Anyone's legend have done it, and they are taking fights consecutively. Yes, you cannot catch Elk unless he walks forward like that and gets obliterated. That's an ace, and anyone's legend will barrel down the mid lane.
And anyone's legend made the adaptations in draft. They realized what were the strong points, what were the weak points of their composition. They brought in more engage, and they weren't afraid to take these fights.
They were not. All it takes is a couple more ticks, a couple more hits, and they will secure this game. First game looked real rough. We thought Ultra Prime, they might be taking a 2-0 victory tonight. But anyone's legend, hush the naysayers, and they looking how that coincides with the bot lane carries that we've had in both games so far. Elk and Betty are the late game carries that we have to keep our eyes on.
So Ryan can't find opportunities.
They are getting a bit of aggression down towards this bot side. Xiaohao realizing what's happening, needs to get down there, flashes. Betty in some trouble, flash away as well. Elk committing so hard but doesn't get it. Betty, you've gotten the first kill of the game.
Here first and being able to find these picks.
Hacker was spotted out by the wards. They didn't know that the wards were there. Xiaohao sticking around, and now Chocho goes for the engage, and Hacker has no idea what has just been sprung on top of him. He goes down, and that's 2 kills for AL on the bot side of the map.
Mazel, you talked about the vision, Hacker being spotted out, and Xiaohao just realizing they know the play that Ultra Prime are going to have to make. They have no summoners on their support. They have no heal on Caitlyn. Being able to get Crying down here as well.
Xiaoxi's already half health here. Chocho does not have to re-engage, but Xiaohao does. Ignite, burning flag, drag connects, and Betty gets the second kill of the game for himself.
And anyone's legend have just continuously punished this pain point, punishing the fact that the summoners are still blown from before.
Get all high and hyphy a little bit there, and it gets scary. Betty in a 1v1 against ZS. You're still an ADC, but you are Zeri, and you've got the clutch. Betty comes out with the 3rd kill of the game. Throw those fingers up, throw those thumbs up.
Nice to see him from him, able to kite out the engage.
Available, the stun available for Crying. Does he go on to Forge? There you go, but the damage not enough. Forge connects to Everfrost, and there's the CC chain as well as the tower falling. It's all just a beautiful dance for anyone's legend.
And anyone's legend have already made it so impossible for Ultra Prime to move the wheels of the game forward, right? Because I feel like when you look at Ultra Prime's comp,
hey, that's why I'm here, baby.
There you guys go. Those
here.
are the secrets of the trade being shown to you by Mr. Mazel himself. But hey, you gotta fight.
On to Hacker. That's not who you want to engage onto. Crescent Guard comes out. You've got Dominus in there as well. On the side, though, Xiaohao has a beautiful Cataclysm into the double knockup. And now you've got the lightning crashing around you, Ultra Prime, as Betty has come to town. He's 50 foot tall, don't you know? And that's a triple kill for the 80 carry of anyone's legend.
And Betty, once again, like game 1, being left untouched, safely 500 damage from over top together, and they're looking to play around their rivals. They should. ZDZ rotating over.
There we go. On to Hacker goes the Cataclysm. Betty is doing so much work, even with the Crescent Guard. He might still die. Chocho gets a hook onto the wall. There's the depth charge. Not utilized just yet, but Betty gets himself a 7th kill.
If the members of Ultra Prime walk in,
ZS needs to get away. He goes
Crying.
in. He's going for the gore trick of the timbers. On top, there's the wombo combo. And Betty's gone. You've got Elk fired away for free in the backline here. Forge trying to take him out. But Ultra Prime have finally done it, Lyric. They actually were able to get a fight win in their favor. And ZS barely surviving from the ace of the hole. Is ZDZ gonna go down to ZS and Xiaoxi? We will have to see. It's gonna be a long. Oh no, Xiaoxi, is he gonna get clapped? He's not. The root connects, and there you go. Anyone's legend finally pick up the kill on the ZDZ.
Man, that was so tragic to watch for anyone's legend. The only way, honestly, the only way.
Get the shutdown. And now they get themselves back into this game. Still about 4,000 gold in the deficit. But Baron started up by anyone's legend. They do not want to let them breathe, Lyric.
No, they're going to look for, once again, Chocho trying to find the engage.
It's rinse and repeat. Chocho gets the engagement on the Hacker. Crescent Guard is there, but Forge and Betty are still alive. ZS going for another hero play. The Ornhorn does not reconnect, but ZS is in some trouble now here, and they do not save him this time. ZS dies, another kill for Betty, and the Baron started up yet again by anyone's legend.
And for anyone's legend, it's rinse and repeat. Wait for them to walk in. They're still funneled into a choke point.
They are, and Chocho goes for it again. It's rinse and repeat on lock, baby. As the flag and drag comes through, Betty is still untouched, and Betty is the difference maker right now. They're just going to go right back to it. 3rd time's the charm, Lyric, as anyone's legend do it again. Crying does not have Tibbers. He does have the stun available. The Baron doing some work onto the health bars of anyone's legend here. And Elk able to get some shots in here with the crits, but the Everfrost connects, and ZS is not there to help this time. They do get the 1 back, but Betty cleans house with Forge, and they're right back onto it. This time, it's the 4th time's the charm.
For Ultra Prime, they felt way too pressured. 140 pixels for good days.
But anyways, we gotta see some more pixels down here because Ultra Prime need to find something. And it did look like Hacker wanted to go for the engage. ZS is on the back here. He gets engaged on by Chocho himself. And now the Orange Horn is coming across here too. The lightning crashes. And again, it dashes Ultra Prime. Another flash engage. Chocho gets obliterated, but it doesn't matter. Look at Betty. Look at Betty. He's again just a beast. And it's not even close. Betty, the 50-foot-tall monster of anyone's legend. That's a full ace, except for Cryin, who is barely slinking away with sub 200 health. And that is another team fight win, another triple kill. Anyone's legend are here to stay.
Anyone's legend at least going to be able to pivot this one into a dragon take. Looks like Forge going to push out mid first. I wonder if they're going to agree and go for both objectives.
Ace,
looks like Betty kind of hunting down Cryin.
Oh, he's not gonna make it there in time. It will be another solo dragon by Azeri, and it will be Betty actually walking away from the dragon because it's a bit scary. But it is still another objective, and this is also Soul. For every time we've seen anyone's legend succeeding with Betty, it's because they have so many other things to distract from this champion AD carry in Betty, the one that is the damage dealer, the one you have to watch out for. And let's look at it again in this fight as the Ornhorn goes onto the back line. Lightning crashes again for Betty, and still he's untouched. They're focusing on the front line. They're focusing on ZDZ, but here comes Forge, all with Chocho, and Betty's coming over the wall as well. There is just no chance in hell for Ultra Prime, and Betty is coming again. He's gonna find another triple kill, make it a quadra kill, and anyone's legend pull back the reverse sweep in this best of 3 and come out shining from this series.
It was the X Flash Wolves extravaganza, Mazel. Betty going up against Shouzy, and Betty came in strong.
I can't believe it. It is insane. Coming from game 1, where they were chokeholded out of the game, to come back the way they did, rinse and repeat, not changing sides, and to have such dominant performances. Anyone's legend deserves to take that bow, and that is an incredible series to kick off our super weekend.
And you know, again, just to highlight Betty, I think Betty played this area beautifully. I think definitely.
I'm hoping we see that early game proactivity. I'm hoping we see things happen. And interesting enough, you know, we haven't actually gap on the likes of a Corki, a Senna, and the fact that you do essentially get extra damage on the back of that movement speed on the Hecarim.
Oh, here we go. Knock up onto Fofo in the...
Whoa! The TT doing a pretty good job of answering now. They're actually looking for the dive.
Oh, they're going straight under the tower onto Nude. This time, he cannot dodge the damage. He's just one shot. And immediately, watch how fast that tower goes down. Breathe. Breathe has his available. So BLG can just pressure all day long with this Baron, but for worst case scenario, Breathe can take it towards the rest of his team. He's going to get all in on the top side. Can he go for a 1v3? It doesn't look like it, as he is just shredded. In the meantime, BLG have to make this worthwhile. They'll grab themselves a tier 2 in the mid lane.
Coming on flanks, but the Fiora isn't exactly the biggest fan of joining. Oh.
Well, I said I wanted them to go in. They've gone in. Southwind the target, but the shield keeps him alive for now. That will just be a TP channeled and a disengage. You know, it was almost exciting. That's about as exciting as it gets, or is it? Because Doggo's making the plays. In they go, flash forward from Doggo, but TT still surviving. Finally, Ucal goes down, and a shockwave to pull him back into the fray. Fofo with one onto Nu, and it's finally a window for BLG.
And that's a critical error coming out from TT. Big play from Doggo once again to set things up, but Ucal, I think he...
Fortunate to say the very least. Drake started up once again. There's BLG on the scene. They need to stop this one going the way of TT. They can't really afford to lose the soul. And immediately Weiwei just starts the fight, takes a chunk of damage. They go back on the Drake and they take it. That was so beautifully coordinated by BLG. They knew they weren't going for the fight, Chieftain. Oh, he's saved by Southwind. Last possible second. Kicked out once again. The shield is keeping him alive. And Chieftain walks away, at least for the time being. It is a sacrifice for Southwind, though, as the rest of BLG trying to chase down the Rek'Sai. It's a double for Breathe, and it's 5-2 on the scoreboard as BLG start to look for the base.
So much damage.
In the bottom side, the rest of the team can move top if they wish, or maybe just play around the mid lane instead.
Oh, my
As
lord.
we're going to see Weiwei just charge a puff. See you later, buddy. And that's surely going to be game.
Yeah, didn't have the Tomkins there this time. Able to run down the Senna. Doesn't matter how many souls you have in that situation.
The wings something. I can't remember. It's not a tier 3 item. Who cares?
Winged speedy pants. Yeah,
Winged speedy pants. That's it. Yeah. Nailed it. Okay, here we go. Fear comes out. Top Southwind will save his life this time. The gravitum is there though, and Southwind once again sacrifices himself. UCal goes in. I mean, look, I respect it. He went in this time. He definitely went in. Yeah, well, yeah, you're not wrong. That was definitely a Chad play. Didn't work out for UCal this time around, but, you know, maybe next time. Hey, maybe next time. This is going to be towers going down. Chieftain goes in. There's a kill. Fofo, at very least, is Puff just forced onto the base. Doggo is the king of the AD carries in this game. Puff does not get a shoe-in as the turret comes down onto the fountain. That's going to be game. That's going to be BLG with a slow going with the Tom Kench being able to just save whoever was being damaged, pull them out to safety, get on out of there. Whereas this time, you know, Thresh can fulfill a similar role, but if Weiwei is on the scene, gets that steadfast presence out, he can deny the escapes, find those opportunities for BLG.
Bring it to the enemy bot lanes. And being in that early summoner, getting that advantage, definitely favorable when you're playing a Jinx.
We might have a dive on our hands here, but Chieftain is around. He smells a rat at this point. Weiwei we'll just get a little bit of damage back away from this one now that Chieftain has arrived. We'll just win the jungle trade. And is actually still confident to go for this one. Flashes straight in, steadfast presence. They're looking for the kill on Nu, but the shield saves him. He takes the tower shot. Oh, he still goes down.
Ignite.
The burn, the ignite. I can't believe they got that.
You know what's a hilarious thing? Is BLG don't
Yeah,
you don't have
like
that delay.
Chad. Oh my goodness. What a player. What a player. Well, 2.5 minutes till we get the next Chieftain flash, but for the time being, he doesn't need it. Doggo goes down. Crisp does have a flash of his own, but the anchor will do the work for the time being. Heavy lifted there, flashes over. And if Chieftain only had flash, maybe that could have been a kill.
Yep. Though it's just a flash for a flash, but either way, UCal survive.
Goes wide. It's going to be answered by another hook on the other side. Now Southwind low. Red and white for the Aphelios as Doggo tries to finish the kill, but Southwind out of range on this one. Flashing forward is Puff low on HP, but he just out DPS's Doggo. And now Crisp is alone in the world. He'll get himself a kill onto Southwind. It's a consolation prize though. But
you look at the state of the game, you're like, oh, Jinx is 3-0. Has a pretty decent CS lead. The problem is, oh, might see a play here.
Yeah, let's hold this thought. 2 plates go down. Doggo now caught by the package, and then the Hextech ultimatum. Very nicely done by UCal and Nuto.
That mojo right now.
They certainly are, but Weiwei's channeling it harder as they come on in. The play does nothing. It looked real good, but that doesn't matter. UCal's arrived with the TP, and Crisp will be answered. That is going to be the shutdown take. It just...
And that was a real flash over the wall, by the way. That wasn't a hex flash. That was BLG commit.
2 games, 2 times. Nu gets 1v3'd at the tower, and there's not a lot he can do about it.
You know,
feels bad.
I think everyone watching has had a solo queue game like this.
Nu now playing the bottom side. Hex splash on a ward. Weiwei just gets hooked. That was magical.
That was great. That was great. You know, I'm sure Dagda's trying, and Weiwei was trying there, and that's what's important, okay?
Dagda's very trying, but that's not necessarily a good thing. Good little dodge on the hook. Nicely done there. Good shockwave as well, but now the dive comes on through. What tower, says Chieftain, as he just charges Fofo down. The trade in the mid lane, though, is the 2 items. He's monstrously huge, and if he can get that needlework across the whole of TT, he'll just shred health bars. But TT are the ones with position for the time being. I love that Southwind is just throwing his Q on cooldown. He's trying to find plays, but in with the steadfast presence, Weiwei starting it off, trying to split up the enemy team. The TT, they just walk in one by one. They're just taken down one by one. UCal and Puff don't even get a look in.
Yeah, they just force in super fast. UCal barely able to do anything. He doesn't even end up using the package, and the front line just gets decimated. Nu super weak. Southwind as a Thresh are squishy, and Chieftain can't really do much in that situation. Great coordination from BLG to force their way in, and they're able to find a successful fight. All you have to do is kind of just wait for that, and then DT are forced to contest and play against Gwen.
Or we just find a miraculous pick onto Southwind out of nowhere, and Wei slams him against the wall for a little bit of bonus damage. And that'll be a kill. Give it over to Fofo. So Forget your timer in the top left. The logistics of the situation can be brute forced by the weight of an anchor. Doggo behind the play. His way flashes in once more. Doggo with the kill. And Chieftain left wondering what went wrong.
This is some poppy gaming if I've ever seen it. Way with a confidence.
Reset. Hook goes wide from Crisp. He's getting fairly low on HP as Chieftain goes in, knocked up, and two of them are just knocked away from the play. Chieftain will finally go down, and the Dragon Low taken out by Weiwei as Puff desperately tries to win the fight, but he's got a Gwen running at him. He's got to dodge everything, but actually the Thresh is there to save the day. Southwind pulls his AD carry to safety.
And the play from TNT, they end up focusing Crisp there, right? They're going on the Nautilus, the support, and things like the Bloodthirster from Doggo, the Orianna shielding, definitely doing a lot to mitigate. And once again, TT looking for the Nautilus.
Yeah, but Crisp is actually looking for them because he's got an Orianna ball on his shoulder and he's got a win in his eyes. 2 for Doggo, and there's a bonus 1 for Breathe at the end there as well. 5-0 and 2 on the Gwen. And that is going to be all she wrote on this one. 14-8. A much quicker, a much more decisive game coming out from BLG. And I have to say, this Poppy pick from Weiwei was an absolute pleasure to watch. The Hex flashes from the best I've seen to the very worst.
One target, he gets the resets, the momentum is there. I think OMG, their composition feels a little bit all over the place. They have strong scaling elements. They have some...
I feel like Corki is not a champion that LPL players inherently get. I feel like some of them get it. A lot of them really don't. We'll see if that changes for Cream and Rookie.
What's hilarious is Cream is someone who is like, I specifically remember him being guilty of that. And, speaking of being guilty, PP got just caught out and dead. And this is a good start. This is actually positive. This is what OMG want, right? We said, what are you going to do about bot lane? Invade level 1 is the answer.
Just kill him. I mean, it's a good solution. I like it. And crucially as well, I don't know why I can't say the word crucially, apparently. PP got going with the Arcane Comet as well.
This is so
not
cheesy.
Going Guardian. He's going aggressive. Look at
I cannot believe they're actually doing this.
They're going to get away with it as well. They're going to get away with it. Cold's going to go for it. The hook. It's onto PP. Got it again. He's going to go down. Cold gets the kill. Photic will get underneath the tower, but it doesn't. He really does not care about top lane. I love this. Shanji, he doesn't need Smite to just run around the map and cause shenanigans. PP got stunned. PP God is not having a very fun game of League of Legends. The TP comes out. He is 2 full waves behind at this point, but 3 kills. I don't know how much XP he's got from those kills, but maybe he's only 1 full level behind. I don't know if that's a silver lining or not.
Now Cars is here. I think they just need to back up, but they have denied so much, right? Look at the CS advantage between Abel and Photic. All those kills. I'm just going to say, I cannot praise this enough. It looks cheesy. It looks a bit chaotic. Oh,
flash shorts from Rookie, and it's going to be followed with a flash from Caster. 1 more hit, and Caster takes down Cream in the mid lane. So at least something back for V5.
Yeah, something back. That's definitely a positive.
That potential opportunity to try and make that play. Scream takes a gold card, but Rookie's been baited in the mid lane. The slow there, the anchor to come in from Cold. Rookie flashed forward for the previous play, and OMG punishing it beautifully. This is a totally different squad to who we saw before. Whereas the bottom lane gap not really increasing dramatically. So it feels like that gold lead that we saw across the lanes, it's much more transitioned into the gold lead in the jungle and bot lane these days.
I think the OMG are kind of okay with that. Just the fact that when they sort of get to that mid-game point, is V5 being ahead there that would be really scary, right? Jace spikes massively there. Caitlyn Lux should be ahead typically coming in the mid-game, and then Twisted Fate is 2-item spike is massive. So the fact that OMG have found this lead, it means Cream is more comfortable to lean into late stages. We all know how broken Corki is in the late game. Now Cold.
Oh, the flash from Cold instant, and Rookie's gone down again. OMG will just not let... And this is the classic way to answer TF, right? You mentioned it before. I remember an even mark. This Rookie's going to look for the gold card. Flashes forward to make sure that Rich can finish the kill.
Yeah, good that they get that play, because honestly, I'm going to say it. I think their initial play on the top side kind of weak, right? You throw the Herald down, you get a plate and a half. You use the TF ult, you don't get a kill. I don't really think that's worth it, right? As much as they do secure that first tower, Rich did not need the Herald to do that. I think they potentially could have got more value somewhere else. They do end up getting the kill on the Shanji, which makes it a bit...
Time goes, you know what? Shen can't make the play elsewhere if he's stuck in the bottom side. It's going to be an Everfrost coming in. The stun is there. Shanji is tanky, but not quite tanky enough as Carson gets his second kill of the game. And in the meantime, OMG will get the Herald. So B5 acknowledging they couldn't contest the Herald, make an opposite play.
Yeah, good moves coming out from the side of V5. Bit disrespectful from Shanji. Good proactive play, and they're looking for that again onto Shanji. It's a bit weaker here with Photic and PP God. I don't think he'll kill him.
Although it is Caitlyn looks at the end of the day. The trap's going to come on through, and
I mean, I said, but...
Yeah, he's done.
Apparently they can kill him, and I think Shanji, bit disrespectful with the flash, right? You had ample opportunity to flash that binding, and I think he had the same thought process as me. I can live this. I'm fine. But ends up getting taken out. It's a bit too much damage. Remember, this is a very behind Shen. This is not a tanky Shen who's been able to farm up comfortably. He's 60 CS down in his matchup, and so will be a lot squishier than you'd initially expect.
Oh, Cream's got to be dead on this one. Flash already used. The Everfrost is there, and Rich easily finishes this one off. Or does he? Rookie gets the kill in the end. I thought he was going to escape with the shield bow for a second. He doesn't even have a shield bow. Where did the shield come from? Am I going crazy?
I don't know, dude. Could have a shield with Shen, and they will end up trading tier 2s. Ooh, cold. So close.
This is going to be another kill by the looks of things. This is OMG blowing this game wide open right here. Herald's going to get another charge as Cold barely gets out with his life. That's an inhib tower taken by OMG. By OMG, this will be sole point if they can just finish it off down to 2k, and it will not be stolen. Carson tried his damnedest, but Flash on cooldown now knocked up. Big damage across the team as Abel goes in. Shen ults to keep him safe as it's Rookie found out by Cream on the top side of the fight. It's just the one kill at the end of it. That's Rookie down, and an opportunity for a Baron for OMG.
Yeah, I mean, they have a ton of damage to this Baron, right? Even though it's AP Corki, he still does a lot for this neutral objectives. You have the Graves, you have the Zeri, and now it kind of comes down to V5 to contest this one. Health bar's getting low. Good dodge on the Jace poke. That could have been really threatening, but I think they want to turn.
Oh, the flash from Shanji to start the fight. Karsa keeps himself safe for the time being, but not for long. One shot by Aki. And now PP God wants a bit of a return, but does not have the damage. Cream surviving. Rich waiting for a shock blast, waiting for an opportunity that will never come. But OMG with one extra pick, it's enough damage onto them that they can't just go for the Baron again.
Yeah, so I think OMG, I don't think you ever finish that Baron. There's too much threat from the poke.
Kill him. They're just going to take the base while the Baron doesn't happen. Baron's still on 10k HP, and Rich is going to take this inhib. He has teleport. OMG are in a lose-lose situation. Shanji now going to use the Stand United to get to the rest of his team. 5k on the Baron. Karsa needs to try and find the miracle smite here. 2k on the Baron as they look to take things. Rich is just trying to end the game. Baron taken by OMG, but now B5 trying to just force the fight, stopping the recalls. Rich is literally ending the game. OMG will find themselves the fight. Can they protect the Nexus? It looks like it. Rich has to get out of there through the Hex Gates.
Oh, he just goes straight out, man. Down to the wire. And look at Cream. I mean, he has TP, right? So if he needs to, he can leave. But they are so afraid of being backdoored that they are just essentially camping it. They're just going to try and rush this down and burst it.
They get it anyway. They just get it anyway. Laser goes on.
And they get out.
God, it doesn't matter. Cream in the meantime just 1v1s Rich. Absolutely shreds him. I mean, hey, he can't backdoor if he's dead. That's one solution to the issue.
Chilling in base. It's still Cream is just refusing to leave. I think now that's the inhibitor coming up, so it's a little bit of the safety net. Maybe he can step like a couple more inches away from his base.
Oh no, Rookie! What? Rookie, mate, what is going on? I don't know. You know, we did a segment at the start of the show saying rookies and cream. And the initial pun there was cookies and cream. Well, Rookie has gone full cookie today. I think we've cursed him. He's 1 and 5 on the TF. He got bodied in the laning phase thanks to the proactive plays from both Aki and Cold towards that mid lane. And now, even in the late stages of the game, just making silly mistakes. He did not need to be in a position where Aki could kill him there at all. And now the rest of B5 getting collapsed upon. Shanji trying to close the gap. Cold over the wall as well. Flashes forward. Cast to the target. They get away for now. This Photic trying to escape. Abel is so fast though, and he's bringing Shen with him. Shanji trying to now close the gap, but Rich surviving. There's the flash torn, and that will be Rich going down. Flash from Photic to dodge away from the anchor, but Abel ain't stopping anytime soon. Dashing over the walls, charging up forwards. Lightning galore as the spark is exploding. Double comes through for Zeri as it's a knock-up onto Karsa here. And Rookie has arrived, but he doesn't have a whole lot of damage to work with. Shanji jumps away, keeps himself alive. And now Aki over the wall, the shotgun comes out, but he autos a minion instead of Karsa. Stopwatch keeps him alive, and Rookie is gone once more. OMG blast their way into game number 1. It's 18-6 as they style on B5.
What a game from OMG, honestly. I mean, that bit at the end, seeing them just flying forwards, the chain slow from the Hex Tech Soul helping out close the gap, and Zeri's speed really being neutralized. But honestly, I had massive concerns coming in the draft. I was like, how will you solve the bot lane problem? And it felt like OMG went creative and they had every... He's also harder to dive. That could be a strategy to implement here. Sion also can function similarly to the Shen in that he's actually... I've seen a strategy countless times before where the Sion will stand in the bot lane brush, charge up the Q at level 1 and slam them. So I expect more shenanigans from OMG in this game, and honestly I'm ready for it. Was conditional on Aki getting the enemy red buff. So all this means now is there's no red buff for Aki.
Oh, big all in on PP, got to the bottom lane. The 2v2 kill right off the bat. Level 2 not respected by B5, and OMG obliterate them again.
Time to talk, right?
Yeah, maybe you do, because it's not going to work out. And Kars is here, actually. And it's going to be Aki that's checking down right at the start of the play. Cold now being chased away as Abel actually jumps forward. He's a madman. Abel... he thought that he was a Corki for a second. Had to Valkyrie in.
It's the modern strategy, right? Of course, the slow from the Zeri, the stuns from the Leona. This really should be V5 able to take control in this early game. And they need to, because my concern is as the game goes later, they have this amazing front line combined with two strong scaling carries. And now Karsa is here.
So is Aki, though, and Rich has not got very much HP to work with. If that knock-up lands, I think Shanji just ults him, but instead Rich is going to go back in. Shanji waiting for the ult. Actually, Shanji doesn't have his ult available. He's just trying to bait on this one, but Rookie's here too. This is a 2v3. This is not winnable for Aki and Shanji. They're both just going to go down. They thought they were baiting, but they were the baited. And now, after they both fall, this is just going to be huge damage onto the tower. Herald's coming up in 40 seconds as well.
I feel like Aki just kind of wished he never walked out the brush, just like started a recall and went. Yeah. I mean, the call must have come in, right? Hey guys, big crocodile missing from the mid lane. Watch out. But they just over.
What? I don't know how that hit, but Photic's in trouble, and it's actually Cold. Goes down to the... What is happening? What is this fiesta?
Game, man?
Abel is not having a good time. Cold's not having a good time. PV God re-engages. There's the root. Photic trying to catch up. Finally finishes the job. I mean, look, it's a 2v2 kill for Photic and PP God, but I'm not sure we should praise, maybe more criticize OMG. Their Herald, they are desperate to commit to this one. They get the Herald, but at what cost? Here comes the fight as Cream flashes over the wall. It's going to be one as Cold goes down. Support for support. In comes Rich, but whiffs the ulti on this one. And OMG standing strong, standing as a group. But here comes Photic to clean house, zapping over the wall as Aki falls as well. There's a double for the Zeri, and there's no way you're landing a knock-up onto someone as quick as this. Photic with the triple.
Just felt like the perfect team fight for V5. Yes, it started well for OMG, but you have the Renekton in the mix, right?
I feel like maybe the poke build would have actually just been better in this kind of game, but, you know, it is what it is. Here we go. Solar Flare in the mid lane, and Cold is gone. Aki's next on the chopping block as Photic is happy to just sit inside of his ult. Jumps over the wall, dashes out to safety. Abel now the target as he re-engages the fight here. Rich kills Cream, and it's Shanji against the world, and the world will win. V5 were not happy. Oh dear, this has been a game and a half. Rich is pushing on the other side of the map. That's exciting. That's good League of Legends right there. Rookie getting chased out in the mid lane, flashes away from the knockup. As the rest of OMG moving over. Package available for Cream. Maybe this is an opportunity. OMG have caught V5 out of position. This is the chance. Shutdown comes on through. Karsa falls as well. PP God's gone. and into the Hex Gate. How did he get away with that? Rookie somehow gets in the Hex Gate, but it will be the Baron going the way of OMG.
And that's huge, right? V5 have all this aggression, this strong, proactive early composition. In the later stages, how is it going to hold up compared to a Scion, a Super Tank, to a Corki, the strongest scaling champs in the game? And when you give over a ton of shutdowns, when you give over a Baron and an objective bounty, things are going to be pretty scary.
Drake up in 15 seconds. This would be Soul for V5. We saw last game what Zeri can do when she's got the Hextech Soul. It ain't pretty for Zeri's enemies. PP God playing front line here. Will get knocked up as Shanji doing the exact same on the other side. V5 will not let their ground be taken for the time being. They retreat to the Drake. That's going to be Cold going in, trying to start the fight for themselves, but it's V5 still just such a huge gold lead. Photic untouched as he just starts shredding through the team. Cold barely gets out with his life here, and Shanji burns away. It's top laner for top laner, though. We're still going on this one. OMG cannot afford to let this Drake go. Through the Hex Gate we go. Cream the first one on the scene. The rest of the squad joining him. They're going to find PP God. Turns gold and keeps himself alive. And now Abel on the front line, trying to survive. Jumps out with his life somehow. And now being chased down the Renekton into the team as they're being slowly but surely finished off. Casa trying to compete in the Olympics, but the javelin goes wide. It doesn't matter, though, because that'll be V5 with the Drake.
Mad one from OMG, trying to contest through the Hex Gate. Very scary, very dicey, but they managed to get away for the most part. They will not secure the dragons. I don't know if he did or not, but I respect the hustle of them all following.
Yeah, the team is there with him. I think they've actually just lost the game, though. I don't know why you are where you are right now. Cod goes down, and OMG just going to get chased down with their... Look at the Hex Soul. It's just tearing them apart. Lightning everywhere with a Zeri on top of it. Rich just chasing them down. Turns Golden Cream. We'll try and finish the job, but the W's too good. And that's 2 more kills on top of everything else. 22-8 as V5 just decimate OMG in game 2.
Yeah, definitely was that big mistake that gave OMG Baron, but the goal lead, even with that, is still too big for OMG to surpass. Definitely some mistakes as well coming out, but V5 will eventually close this one out.
Cream gonna get slowed here. Casa might be able to close the gap on that one. Bit of lightning flying around. Zeri with the Hex Soul, just so difficult to deal with. In they go to buy time. Rich just trying to keep the enemies away from his team, who are shredding the base as we speak. Cold moves in, does what he can, but he's taken down by Casa. Nexus Bear, couple more autos will finish the job. Can they do it? The answer is yes.
OMG are going to be quite reliant on this Corki in the center being strong, and we saw in the series earlier today, if Elios gets ahead from the center, she just ends up being a bit useless.
Yeah, it certainly does. I'm hoping we see a bit of a better performance from the center than what we saw earlier, right? Like, as you're saying, with the game that we saw earlier, it really has sustain in your lane. Tom Kench has plenty of sustain of his own as well. We've got a 2v2 for a Crab. I've not seen one of these in a while. The Shanji gets a knock-up onto Rich. Aki doesn't pull the trigger for the time being, saves the flag and drag, goes towards the Crab instead. As Carson play, OMG doing so well on the neutral objective so far this game.
It feels like a really weird one where it's like, oh, okay, Shanji TP top. You know, we have Rich there as well. I guess they're not fighting, they backed away.
Shockwave onto Photic, 1 HP, gobbled up by Tom Kench, and in comes Carson to try and save the play, but he's ignited. And it's a flash away from Bolt to keep himself alive. PP God is damn tanky on this front line, and Rookie's got rockets to try and finish it off. In goes Aki to finish the carries, though, and OMG looking good. 2 for 1 so far, as Cream is on the front line, but Rookie is just hammering away. Photic still going. Feels like Rookie is constantly on the back foot in the mid lane in this series. As OMG get themselves a Herald, and now look for Rich as well. And this time, Shanji, he's got some help. This time, Rich can't just dash away from the ulti. And Shanji just starts recalling as his enemy laner is thwarted in the mid. We've got 2 Drakes already for the side of OMG. If they can get a 3rd Drake, I have to assume that was timing out. We've got a bit of trouble in the mid lane. That's PP got down. That's the AD carried down as well. And that's V5 trying to reinforce on the play and might just fall for their trouble on this one. Aki with a great stopwatch. Species that you're a parasite for at the time. And then they die. And then you're screwed. Here we go. Aki looking for an engage onto PP God. Photic is in a precarious spot, but the rest of V5 moving over. Great shockwave onto Photic, but he survives for the time being. The rest of the team there, Shanji can't quite finish the kill. Photic somehow living through all of that. A Baron opportunity if this play had happened just a minute later.
It feels like Cream's shockwaves are just like seeking Photic. Every time he's just getting caught out, and he's doing so much base damage to the Loons and the... oh, wait, they might be looking for a dive.
PP God goes in, as does Karsa, and down goes Cream already. Rookie happy to tank the tower for the rest of his squad as they get out to safety. Cole wants to go for a hook, but he might have overstepped on this one. Photic!
OMG may not even get close to the Dragon in this situation.
OMG get nothing. They won't trade a Baron. They won't even contest the Drake. Realizing it's not something that they can guarantee a play on. They have time to work with, but Rookie makes a package play. Finally, we see a good package today. And down goes Abel. Rookie making it happen for B5. His PP God saves Caster and Shanji.
Poke them out before they get there. OMG trying to contest.
Cream tries to get onto Rookie. Good chunk of damage. In they go. Shockwave is whiffed though. Double flash out from the carries into the pit. And he's taking it. Aki on the moment takes the Baron, denies V5 the play. They went for a 50-50 and they lose the coin flip. OMG, they lose their jungler, but they'll take this trade any day of the week.
Beautiful from Aki. It was just a little bit overzealous from V5, right? They couldn't stop the approach. They saw the Baron at 3k. They're like, let's just commit and go for it. But they don't have the CC to stop Jarvan getting the pit, right?
He wants to make the play onto OMG. Having control of River here on both sides of the mid lane. It feels like P5 are looking for a concave onto OMG. Rookie's looking for the engage, but he's just going to be knocked up. Aki denies Rookie entrance to the fight and forces him away, while the rest of the fight is won by OMG. It's a masterclass from OMG. Aki 1v1's Rookie, and the rest of the squad is wiped off the face of the earth by the team of OMG. That was beautiful.
Aki played that flawlessly. He just sat in that pocket of vision and he knew what Rookie was going to go for. He waited for him. He expected the same play he did before when he got that flawless package, and he just jumps on him. And the thing is, he bursts him out so heavily. Rookie is forced to Valkyrie away with the package, and without the Corki there, V5 not able to fight. And now, seeing the sport timers come in, we'll see if they can defend this one.
They want to try and end, but I don't think it's going to happen. The TP coming on through. They're trying to get onto the Nexus Towers. Rich behind the play. OMG, they might be overstaying for this one. Caster trying to find an engage. Cold solo on HP on this one. Rich moving in. But the Everfrost, I think, has been enough to zone people away. PP God gets a knock-up. Rookie's behind the play as well. The double flank comes in with the TPs. Double for Rookie. OMG, they had everything, and it's turned to dust in their hands. V5 wipe them off the face of the rift as Rich chases Aki out of the play. They'll get themselves a Drake. V5 stay in the game.
Complete backfire for OMG. They had the Infernal Soul in hand.
But OMG, they don't mind about the connection issues that we've got going on because they're onto this Baron. Health bars getting fairly low on this one. Rookie doing crazy damage with these rockets, and Photic there to follow up as well. Rich is behind the situation. OMG between a rock and a hard place, able to chase down, flashes away, trying to keep himself alive, but I don't think he has the life steal. V5 find 2, they'll turn it into 3, and in the meantime, Rich is just buying time, and Cream and Shanji just can't kill him. He seems to be invincible as OMG just cannot find the fights, and when it comes down to the wire, it's V5 coming out on top.
It just feels like OMG, whenever there's a good play, they have to balance it out by making, honestly, a bit of a questionable one, and V5 are ready to punish. They are waiting for the opportunity to shut them down. Cream will buy a lot of time here, but there's no way you get out of this situation. Does mean that there's going to be no potential for V5 to end off the back of this or even take the Baron. They will be able to pick up the Infernal. Then again, I mean, I say that 50 seconds, they probably can just grab the Baron off this as well.
Cream has actually just staggered his death timer more than anything there. That's actually a huge...
Looks like they're going to try and stay for now and push things in. And like OMG might actually just need to take a fight as soon as possible before the Baron minions get here.
Shanji's locked up. He's going to go down. Blasted apart by Rookie. And now the rest of the fight. Rookie saved by PP God as well. And OMG just can't find a break in this one. Tower's so low. Rookie continuing to blast these rockets out. He still has the package, by the way. He's had this package the entire time that they've been fighting. And in the meantime, Photic just chilling on the back line. Rookie rips them apart. That's going to be game. That's going to be series for V5 as
where'd he go?
is eradicated by Rookie. There is no chill as V5